Hey, what's up, guys? I hope you're fine and feeling good in this market conditions, of course. I want to make a video where I explain what I think about this market. Do we keep going down or do we will bounce? Are the real bear market confirmed yet? And yeah, so my thoughts is we are right now where the price needs to make a decision. Do we complete in a complete bear market or not? And you can see this pretty clearly in the Bitcoin chart, right? I have here the weekly chart, so each candle represent a week, and what we can make, you can see here a clear big support line, right? um, so we were already here in July 21 on 30,000, and we bounced really hard, and then it goes back to a big bull run, right? And now we come back. So this support line is huge in the weekly, right? And if this candle and if this weekly candle will close below this line, right, then Bitcoin technically is in a big danger, because what happened then is a lot of trader, a lot of investors will see this also, right? And that's how this stuff works. Technical analysis is just a picture where a lot of people look at it, right? And if some people, if a lot of people, not some, a lot of people will look at this picture and maybe invested in Bitcoin, will see this kind of stuff, which is extremely bearish. What will happen? People will sell their Bitcoin because they will be afraid that because it closes below the support line, it will go more down. And what happens if a lot of people sell their Bitcoin? Exactly, it's crashing. I don't want afraid you, of course, but it is what it is. And regarding technical analysis, that's how it works, right? It's not more than less than a picture of mass psychology, right? So whether people buying Bitcoin or selling Bitcoin. And right now people are, of course, really afraid, and a lot of them selling. That's why you see this. And if it breaks this really strong major support line, then it can crashing. I don't know. This it could crashing like there is no really strong line. Maybe here, right? Maybe it could go until here, right? It could go also until 10,000. Yes, it's realistic. It is realistic, but I'm general very bullish on crypto. I'm general very bullish on Bitcoin, and that's why I'm general also for me very bullish on the bear market. Why? Because the lower the thing is going down, the cheaper is Bitcoin, and you can buy it for much cheaper, right? And that's the main reason why I personally think that it will probably not go through the support line, because Bitcoin right now is very cheap. We have already so many news, so many influencers were talking about Bitcoin, banks buying Bitcoin. So people noticed what crypto is, what crypto does, what Bitcoin is, right? They noticed this, and we already saw Bitcoin at 69,000, right? And people understand this, and Bitcoin right now on sale, right? So what happens will, what I think personally, people will starting buying here, right? So I think it will bounce back, maybe consolidate a little bit here, and then will go up again. That's what I personally think. But the best thing as a trader or investor, what you can do is not thinking that it will goes down or up. You need to watch the charts and of course maybe watch some news and then react on half of what happens in the chart. And that's why I make this video, because we have right now this major point where Bitcoin needs to make a decision, and it goes not only for Bitcoin but also for other coins. But Bitcoin is a meme coin. If Bitcoins will go up, Ethereum will go up, all shitcoins will go up, and same thing if Bitcoin will crash. So the best thing what to do right now is to watch the charts, and let's watch it together and make some thoughts on how it could be go. So what I use always is a moving average 50, moving average 200 on the weekly. It looks like this because on the weekly, but let's go back on the daily chart, right? I like, by the way, the daily and 12 hours candles, because I like, in regarding of trading, I like to longer swing trade and a more kind of spot trading. So I'm not the guy who like to day trade where you have 1 hour, 2 hour, 50 minutes candles where you have a lot of leverage and you can make a lot of money quickly, but you can lose also a lot. So especially if you're also a beginner, try to make it more slow so you can have more time to read the market and give you some time, right? That's why I like to stick to daily and 12 hours, so you can maybe make a trade with spot trading. Just put buy here, for example, BTC, and just watch it bouncing back, right? Not, of course, not financial advice, but anyway. So we are right now in the daily chart, right? So what I like to use is the 50 and 200 moving average. Right? And the first thing is always to take a look at it. If you have the 50 and the 200 moving average, then 50 below 200 is always a bearish sign. 50 above 200 is a bullish sign, right? And you can saw here the 50 goes through the 200, then Bitcoin starting go down and more down, and right now it's looking of course bearish, but because of this very strong support line, my thought is that the 50 will come back and move here around the 200, right? That's the first thing. The other thing what I like to take a look is a super trend indicator, and right now it shows us also sell, right? It's below here, right? It's also bearish sign. So also a second indicator which show us that Bitcoin is right now bearish, but still, and you can see here, I'm still confident that it will bounce, and it already starting bouncing. You see this one daily candle, so today Bitcoin starting to go up a little bit, right? But anyway, let's keep going. The next indicator what I like to use is the Fu Manchu Cipher B divergence, right? And here you can see it's this kind of waves. Big waves who goes up represent more that Bitcoin is more overbought. So we have here, for example, selling pressure, and you can see this here, this selling pressure. Then you have the red dot here, and then it was the real selling pressure, so people starting to sell. Right now we have the waves below. That means it is pretty much oversold. That means if it's oversold after a certain amount of time, this wave needs to go up again, so people will buy in, and it will make sense because, as I told you, mass psychology, people see Bitcoin 30,000, so some will panic and selling, but I think people are smarter right now. They understand what Bitcoin is, and they will thinking right now, wow, Bitcoin is right now for a very cheap price, right? So if you have the money, I will say wait a little bit until bounce back and may buy. So anyway, this indicator is right now very much oversold, right? And in regarding of this indicator, I would wait that these waves make this kind of round and slowly starting goes back, right? Then we will understand people buying again more, and the wave will come back here, right? And last but not least, of course, the RSI, right? And the RSI is similar with divergence, cipher B divergence. These waves are basically like RSIs. So RSI means relative strength indicator, and it's the same like these waves. You can see it's right now in this very hard oversold area. So Bitcoin is right now very hard oversold. This is the moment where we need to understand, do it will crash, right? Or do it will bounce? So I cannot right now make a clear prediction, but I can give you some things better, right? Is you need just to watch and react, right? And then you can understand what will happen. And the other thing which makes a lot of sense to watch is, of course, the volume, right? So you can see in this yesterday there was a very big selling volume candle here, so a lot of people selling, and now more people buying in, and in this case it makes sense, right? Because yeah, the price is cheap, and I will take a look more clearly right now on this the next days and see if this will bounce back, right? If Bitcoin will bounce here back, and you will see a strong volume here, green volume, right? And then you can assume Bitcoin will go up again. What can happen is also that Bitcoin will move around this line, so it will more a kind of fight between buyers and sellers. So you will have on the other side people who accumulate Bitcoin, but on the other side people who panic selling. So it's the same amount of buying and selling. So there is really no direction. And if this kind of thing happens, normally, then a lot of pressure happens, and then you can assume that whether it will go up or it will go down, it will go up or down very strong, right? So you need to be right now really ready, okay? And let's assume it will bounce, what I personally think, right? But I would not right now make a long position, right? I would really wait until it really bounces. So better to buy in here, right? Where you really see it bouncing hard, it goes up, then I will make a long position. Same thing also with the short position. So you can make also money if it will break here down and people will panic selling, right? Of course, not financial advice. I just explain you how traders think normally, how technical analysis works, right? But let's say it will bounce back, okay? Wait. So let's say it will bounce back. So the next big area will be here. I will say, not here. So you want find different points right? So here's a major point. It's on the same area like this point, yeah, this looks good, right? So you can see here this major point, this little bit, this major point, here's a point, here's a point, here you see also a little bit here, but you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 major points where it bounced already. So next area will be here. So this will be a really, in my opinion, a really nice clear trade if it bouncing. If it bouncing and goes here up, it will be a trade of let me check. Wait a second, how many percent? Anyway, approximately I think, yeah, 12%. Where I have here the thing. I cannot. Wait a second. Anyway, it will be a nice clean trade until here. So approximately, yeah, it will be 20%. I think 20%, right? And yeah, but the same thing, of course, if you go short, I mean, if it will break down here, then honestly, I cannot imagine that it will break down. To be honest, if it will go through this, but if because we see from 30,000 to 20,000, you know, there was in the November 20, right, price exploding here, right, boom. So here is not, there is this kind of $10,000 difference. There is no really, you know, no really major points where it can bounce, right? Maybe here, but I would also think, you know, that's why if it will go, if it will break here down, if it will break down here, you can assume, yeah, to go until here, right? You can make also a very nice short trade. So that's in what I think in regardings of Bitcoin. Pretty clear, right? In my opinion, it's pretty clear. Just watch the chart and watch. Do it break down or do it will bounce? And depends on just react. And if it will bounce, I will just immediately set up here a take profit. Let's say to set up here the take profit, right, on this level before this area, and set up maybe here until this candle a stop loss. So you risk to lose a little bit and you give you the opportunity to win. The same thing if it will break down. Yeah, if it will break down, it's hard to tell. If it will break down, I'm not so confident that it will go until the area 20,000. This will be crazy. I'm still really thinking it will bounce, right? But if it will break down, you can get a short, but it's very hard to tell until which kind of price it will go. Because you need to understand, if it goes to 27, it's an awesome price to buy Bitcoin. If it goes to 25, it's even better to buy Bitcoin. The more it goes down, the more people will thinking about buying Bitcoin. So I can imagine that it will go down until here, but it's possible. Anyway, if it's break down, take into consideration to make a short position, but be a little bit more careful with this, because if it breaks down, it can anytime to push back again. So that was my analysis on Bitcoin. And regarding Ethereum, you can see basically the same thing with Ethereum, right? If we here in the daily, so here's a major point. Ethereum can go a little bit more down, right? Another major area is exactly here. Exactly here. You can see here, and Ethereum is also in this major area, and you can see Ethereum already bounced, right, from this support line. It bounced already, same thing like Bitcoin. So Ethereum basically makes always same thing what Bitcoin makes. It's just follow Bitcoin. Same thing for Ethereum, right? Just watch the price right now, and yeah. So I hope you like this content, you like this analyze. It's a pretty simple analyze, but you know what? The simple things are the most effective things. So just keep it very simple in regarding of technical analysis. Right now, in general, it's a very big opportunity, in my opinion. And I really hope you will take this kind of opportunity and yeah, will make life-changing gains, maybe, who knows, right? Wish you just the best. Yeah, if you like my content, leave a like button, right? Write something in the comments. It helps me a lot with the YouTube algorithm. And below is a link where you can join also on my Twitter, on my Discord channel. Will be pretty cool. Thanks for watching. And yeah, guys, enjoy this crypto movement. I think it's pretty awesome, and right now prices are just on sale, and if you have the money, I would anyway accumulate. I don't care what kind of market situation we are. I'm generally very bullish on crypto. I'm very bullish on NFTs, and that's the future in my opinion. And if we have this kind of bear market, this is the time where you can really making money. If you see the pump and everybody buy, and Bitcoin is again on 60,000-70,000, and you thinking to buying Bitcoin, then it's maybe a little bit too late and very risky, right? Then you can lose money. So you need always concentrate the mean people, right, who don't have a clue. And right now people are panic selling, and smart guys, they watching right now the chart and they waving their hands, right? And I also watching the chart, and for me it's an opportunity, yeah, to accumulate more crypto, more Bitcoin, more Ethereum, etc., etc. So wish all the best, guys. Peace out.